Well, good morning, YouTube. I am feeling so much better this morning. Yesterday, I literally just was like, what am I seeing? Okay. Literally, I thought I was seeing things like orbs out of the side of my eyes. Um, I'm just, I'm losing it. Anyway, yesterday, I was so tired. It caught up to me. Just, and I came home. Well, first I went to my day job, and then I decided to do a little bit of Ubering afterwards. And I was only out there about an hour, and I thought, I have got to go home. I am dying. I was so tired. And like I said, I am not a nap person. Usually when I lay down and take a nap, it makes me feel worse. I wake up and I'm just funky and groggy. So I try to power through it, but I knew that wasn't going to happen this time. I needed to lay down. And I did. I took like a 2-hour nap. But when I woke up, I thought, okay, I'm going. I think that's when I filmed, was right after my nap. And I thought, okay, I'm okay. I'm going to go. I didn't. It didn't really get much better. And then my son and his family came over. They got back from Hawaii, and I wanted to hear about their trip. And they brought me presents, and they knew I liked jewelry. Go figure. And beautiful necklaces. And we had a good time visiting with them. And after they left, I thought, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not going out tonight. And it was rainy, and so I've got to figure out a schedule. I printed out for the month of April. I'm going to sit down and figure out what days I'm going to do what. Because I've got 4 different paying jobs that I do. And then I have, my stuff that I have to do. I still have things to do, right? And I pick up my grandkids from school, and that's 5 days a week. And, I'm busy. I've got to figure it all out. And I still have to allow myself to have 1 day off a week. Because your body needs that. It probably needs 2 or 3, but I'm in a point where I'm hustling right now, and so I'm only going to allow myself 1 day. We'll see how it goes, but I want to at least have Sundays off. That's when my husband's home. We can do things together. Somebody asked me about, do you and your husband ever see each other? We've always been busy people, he and I. It's always been like this. There was a time where he worked 2 jobs and went to school. And I worked, and I'm just taking care of the kids and going to school at night. We've always been this way. It's just who we are, but yeah, we see each other, of course. We live in the same house. We run into each other, but no, we even when we're home, we always, talk and chit chat, and we usually will eat dinner together or whatnot, especially on the weekends. But even at home, he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. And, we've always been very independent. I know some couples are connected at the hip, and that's cool, but he and I just aren't that way. We're both introverts to some degree. We're kind of like loners, but we like to be together. We don't want to be completely alone, but we want to be left alone to do our thing, whatever that is, because we're different. We like different movies. We like different music. Well, some music we like. We go to concerts together, but we just like to do different things, and that's okay. That makes it interesting. I would be boring if I was married to myself. I like that he's different and he has different interests and stuff. It's more exciting, and I learn from him, and vice versa, I hope. But yeah, we've never been one to just hang out, and we're best friends. It's not like, we don't like each other, but like I said, I've got things I got to do, and, he allows me space and I allow him space. And I think that's why it's lasted 43 years. So must be doing something right. And, yeah, so, but I do want to make a little more time. The past 2 weeks, we really haven't. We've just been like ships passing in the night, like they say. But, we'll chit chat for a little bit. He comes home and we hang out in the kitchen and catch up with each other. And yeah, but he has to go to bed super early because he gets up super early. He drives like an hour to work every morning, and, and back. So he's up and gone super early. And then when he gets back, he has things. He's got a lot going on right now. He's getting ready. He's been working on the yard, and he does a little bit every night after work. So it just works out for us. But like I said, I've got to figure out a schedule for me that I won't burn out, because, that's my biggest fear is, 63, I could burn out very easy, right? So I got to be careful, because right now I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. Each one of these jobs, I like them all. It's not like any of them are a pain in my butt, and they're all paying money. So I'm just picking and choosing which ones I think are going to make more money. And that's the one I want to devote most time to. And of course, right now it's my day job, but Uber's getting up there. And I'm thinking I want to devote as much time to that one and continue doing YouTube because it's growing and it's making me money too. So, and then I started the Connect with Me, which that seems like that's going to be a good one. I'm sorry to those of you, that have been calling because it lets you know I need to set up a time, and it's going to be Mondays. And I did say that, but then I forgot. You have to turn it on. You can't just say that. And then, you have to go into the app, turn it on, and it lets people know you're available. I didn't know that. I'm just learning. So forgive me, but I'm going to do that on Mondays. Mondays will be my Connect with Me time. Monday mornings, if you want a consultation, you can call me and I'll put the number up on the screen so you guys know. But once I get my schedule out, I'll show you guys what I'm doing, so you can kind of have an idea of where I'm at. So I'll have an idea of where I'm at. But anyway, right now, I'm just getting up and getting going. I got to have some breakfast, got to have some coffee, and we'll finish this conversation because I've only talked 6 minutes and I still have a couple more to go. So don't leave me just yet, okay? Okay, you guys, I am having a morning. First, I went to make my coffee and there's no creamer. I'm not a psychopath. I can't drink black coffee. So that sucks. And then I need to print out some paperwork for my job and my printer is not working. It did this yesterday. It was the weirdest thing. I was trying to print it out yesterday, some of the paperwork, and I couldn't get it to work, And I was like, forget it. I just went to work and I thought I'll do it tonight. And then I came home and I went on the computer for something. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, it starts printing out the paperwork. But when I want it to print, it won't print. So I'm trying to print some stuff out right now. And it's like, nope, not going to do it. So I don't know. It's just making me crazy. But trying to be calm. And it's cold. I don't like cold. I don't mind that it's rainy or drizzly looking out. I kind of like that. It fits my mood. I hate it when it's all sunny and beautiful out and you feel rainy and drizzly in your soul. This matches my mood. So I'm glad about that. I just don't like the cold part. So, and I forgot what else I was going to talk to you guys about. And I know it was important because I only talk about important stuff, right? So I just can't remember what it was. But back to working on my schedule. I've got some ideas. I want to devote more time to the money makers, because that's what I'm doing. I'm making money. I'm trying to make money and my time is limited. I'm old. I don't have lots of time. It's not like I'm in my 20s or 30s. I'm right there. So I got to do as much as I can, as fast as I can. So I need to double down on the things that are making me money so that I can make more money. And so yeah, I'm figuring out my schedule according to that. And like I said, I got to have at least one day off a week to spend time with my husband and my kids and my grandkids, doing fun things. It's important to do things that replenish your soul, So I need to do that. I'm going to put Sunday aside for that. And I also need a day for not just to take off and spend with family, but you also need a day to do stuff, right? You got to have your day to, do your household stuff or do laundry, do some self-care. And so I need to find at least, I know I can't take another whole day off to do that. Okay, my time's running out, but I need to have at least an afternoon. And my darling daughter-in-law gave me a spa gift certificate for Christmas. It's April and I haven't been able to use it yet. So I want to make a schedule. I want to go in and want to be pampered. I've never done that. Never been to a spa, never had a facial, never did any of that stuff. And so yeah, that's a big deal. And I want to take advantage of that. And it's something I can film, right? I can share it with you guys. I think it would be fun. So I've got to make time to do that. So April is going to be busy. And you know how I said at the beginning, I had a goal. I want to make enough money to fly up to my daughter's for my surrogate daughter's baby shower. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'll get her a nice gift and I'll have it sent to my other daughters and she can bring it. But I just can't see it happening. It's too soon. It's at the end of this month and I've got so much going on, and as much as I would like to, and it hurts me because I love her and it's a special time, maybe I can fly up there after she actually has the baby. And because that's even more important. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait for that. But anyway, I will let you guys go. I gotta figure out this coffee situation because this isn't gonna fly. I am not gonna be able to go to work, and my mind's not even turned on yet. So um, you guys, I might have to drive through Starbucks. Second time in, a week. And like I said, I hadn't gone in 7 months, so shoot me. But I last time I took my own creamer and I just ordered a black coffee and it was $2.95. I was like, that's no big deal. But this time I need the creamer. So I don't know what it's going to cost me, but I don't care. I don't care. I would sell my soul to the devil right now for a cup of coffee with cream in it. And that's what I'm going to do. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you have a better day than me.